Hello everybody, this is Gregory with Permanent Weight Loss Made Easy, where there should be no hesitancy in your weight loss and in your weight maintenance. Today we're going to talk about whether or not there's going to be a world of weight loss after Ozempic and the other Ozempic related drugs. Now before we begin, if you need help with weight loss, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. I can help coach you through it. I lost over 100 pounds and I've kept it up for 33 plus years. Also subscribe if you haven't done so already and post a comment. So Ozempic, the semaglutinides, all these drugs, of course, in the last few years have really changed the weight loss, weight maintenance landscape. And these drugs, which were not intended for weight loss, they were intended for maintenance of diabetes, type 2 diabetes, these injectables have been used off-label for now, a good 2-3 years, mostly by rich people, celebrities, to the bemoaning and lament of actual diabetics who need it. But now you have other companies that are coming out with similar drugs to Ozempic that are going to mimic Ozempic. And we've talked about here on several episodes, I'll try to remember to put a banner up here, for what are the medical complications or the long-term medical problems of taking Ozempic and other drugs, like your muscle loss, and it can hurt your pancreas and other things. But we're not going to talk about that here. We're going to talk about, is there really a weight loss landscape or milieu post-Ozempic? And what do I mean by that? Prior to Ozempic, how did you lose weight? Well, you lost it maybe like the way I lost it. Exercise, changing your diet, and then later on when people found out about fasting, maybe fasting, like I've been fasting for 9 years every day, no breakfast for 9 years, or maybe later on, or if you were really overweight, you did bariatric surgery and did that road, and that with a combination of changing your diet and your lifestyle. And that was pretty much it. So prior to, let's say, 3 years ago, if you told somebody who was morbidly overweight how to lose weight, these were pretty much the only options, the old school way, as we would say. Now with Ozempic, you can take an injection, and for most people, you will lose weight. Hell or high water, whether or not this is going to hurt your body, most people who are overweight won't care. We've talked about before how the studies are pretty daunting. 50% of Americans who are overweight would be glad to take a year off their life if they could be skinny. 20% would be okay to have a special ed child or even lose an arm if they could be skinny. So we know there's so much pressure to be regular weighted. And you look at the people who are tempted by Ozempic, aside from the celebrities, because there's a lot of pressure for them to be in shape, but the typical American, it's essentially a miracle drug, a miracle injection. And when your whole life has been dealing with obesity and the social stigma to it and the physical problems with it, this is like a savior drug, so to speak. And you're not really going to care. So is there really going to be a world where we don't have these drugs? No. Because all big pharma cares about profit. They'll tell you they care about your health, but they just care about profit. Is there going to be a world now, like 10 years from now, like how do you lose weight? Oh, you either work really hard, exercise, blah, 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 people fall asleep, or you could just take one of the injectables, one of the Ozempic and the Ozempic siblings. And that's going to be the answer in 10 years. How do you lose weight? Ozempic. So there isn't going to be a landscape in the future where Ozempic isn't going to be the number one way to lose weight. Why? Because we are a society of instant gratification. We are a society of pop-a-pill, instant pop-a-pill. And the idea of just taking an injectable fits that mindset, that paradigm so well. Whereas opposed to, you got to work out every day, or you got to eat well every day, eat clean, you got to sleep well. Yeah, it's too hard with all the additives they put in food and all the kind of addictive qualities they put in food. Most people are going to do the hard work, like we always talk about doing your childhood trauma, doing the deep work to resolve the childhood trauma that led you to have a bad relationship with food. Most people aren't going to do that. They're just going to give me the injectable or give me the pill whenever the pill comes out. And that's the world we're in. So unlike the old school way, and yes, there were side effects to bariatric surgery, but let's say the old school way, like the way I did it. Weight loss, eat well, exercise. That way didn't really have side effects. This way, the Ozempic way is going to have side effects. Most people aren't going to care. We are now in a world where Ozempic's never going away, and that's going to be the number one way to lose weight. Hell or high water. Guys, post in the comments if you agree or disagree. Until next time, take care, God bless and pray.